So, this is my view from Hobart. Hello, Tasmania! I have like a full-on itinerary. It's scary. I hope I will have time to breathe. But today is my walking around day and doing nothing day. There is a festival going on, so I'm going to go check it out after the museum and then walk around a bit before I go in there. So that's literally the plan. On this episode of Across All Borders, Going Far and Beyond, join me for my experience through the streets of Hobart, focusing on accommodation and things to do. On the 4th of January 2024, I departed Melbourne on an 8:50 flight to Hobart. In this video, I'll be sharing with you information on where I stayed, how much it cost me to get to Hobart, and the things I got to do in accordance to how I did them over the 4 days I had in Hobart. Let's start with getting to Hobart. I took a Virgin Australia flight that cost me 175 Australian dollars one way. It was great because I had a window seat so I could see us depart and descend into Hobart on arrival, which was a beautiful scenery. Once at the airport, I took the Skybus to the city centre, from where I could walk to my Airbnb, bringing me to the point accommodation. I opted for an Airbnb because I was too late to book the particular type of room I wanted in the hotel I had originally picked out. But the description of my Airbnb did not disappoint. It had a wonderful view of the town from the terrace, and I got to enjoy this every other evening, trying to catch the setting sun. My Airbnb cost €280 for 3 nights. I loved the fact that it offered me a central place where I could easily grab a bite, have a shower, relax, and head back off to explore the beautiful city of Hobart. In terms of activities, I had a packed agenda. I will give a quick overview of my daily agenda, and we'll take a closer look at 3 activities that don't have their own separate episodes. Day 1, I needed to get my bearings, so I started at the travel center, got some information of what I could do on day 1 and on the following days. After which, I popped by Flippers at Sullivan's Cove to grab a bite. Thereafter, I was off to Tasmania Museum and Art Gallery, and then walked around the Franklin Wharf, taking in the different buildings and sites. Finally made my way to Princess Wharf to the Taste of Summer, where I got to enjoy live music, different kinds of food, and the entertainment was good. I ended the day on my terrace, watching the setting sun, wondering if I would go back downtown, which I didn't. Day 2, I had an early start. I headed downtown, grabbed breakfast, walked to the wharf, waited for my tour to Kunani, Mount Wellington with the Explorer bus. It was a very interesting tour, and I have a separate video covering this experience. If you'd like to know more about it, click on the link on the right side of the screen now. After exploring the summit, I headed downtown to catch my ferry to Mona. I loved the total experience of Mona. This is an activity I definitely recommend. If you'd like to know more about my experience visiting the Museum of Old and New Art, click on the link on the right side of the screen now. I ended my day by enjoying dinner with 2 sisters I'd met at Mona at the Frogmore Creek Wine Bar, and we finished off with drinks at the Den Salamanca. Day 3 started with the must-visit Salamanca market, where I enjoyed different kinds of food, music, and also grabbed a couple of items for myself, as well as gift items for friends and family. I made a quick stop at my apartment to drop off my goodies before I headed off to catch my Iron Pot cruise. This is also an activity I would recommend. If you'd like to know more about this experience, click on the link on the right side of the screen now. Of course, the tour would not be complete without me making new friends. I met a new one, and she was kind enough to show me the Cascade Brewery, and we walked through the Cascade Gardens, the Rivulet Walk, and had dinner at the brewery bar. I'll be showing more of this experience in this video. Day 4 was an early start as it was my departure date. I combined the rivulet walk with the Cascade track to get to Wellington Park. On return, I visited the Cascade Female Factory, which I'll be showing a bit of it as well on this video. I ended the day by catching my bus to Launceston, but not before I got the opportunity to have lunch at Moore's Upper Deck with a new friend that I also met at the museum tour. She was kind enough to drop me off at the bus stop after lunch, and I hopped on the bus to London. So come along, let's enjoy the scenes in Hobart and the streets of Hobart. Welcome to Hobart, and there you go. But it is cold, so I have to change to something warmer. I won't put this off in a second. There are unwanted visitors that you can bring with you. But anyway, there's a sky bus here. Welcome to Hobart. And I'm going to take the sky bus. Okay, so which one's going? Airport Express. I take it. Oh, okay. The Mona Ferry. Blah blah blah. Rain clouds. Oh Lord. Rain clouds. Well, I mean, I kind of knew that might happen, right? Okay. There you go. It's a beautiful view. I still am not very sure if I should go to Mona today or not, but based on the weather forecast, tomorrow should be good. Tomorrow should be good, so I'm going to save it for Mount Wellington. It's 16 degrees and sunny. And there's the hop on hop off bus. I'm going to do that. It's windy. It's very windy. It's very, I think you can see those things in the back right now. So this is my Airbnb. Oh, sun's coming out. Oh my God, please stay out. But there's drizzle. So it's, I mean, it's not yet a win-win. It's in between. And what I'm going to do is I'll go to the tourist office, make some inquiries, and then decide if I go to Mona, because I've seen the ferry coming back here from Mona is 5:30 and it's 1 already. I don't know if there's one leaving at like 1:30, no, at 2, so that would be quite a shot. So I might decide to do something else today, maybe go to the museum. Maybe I should go to the museum today, but I don't know. I'll figure out what to do. It really depends on how much time I need at Mona, but if the last ferry leaving is 5:30, then that might be a rushed itinerary. And if I do Mount Wellington the whole day tomorrow, not looking too good, but I will still book it. I'm still going to book the Mount Wellington thing. I'm going to go down to town, just find out what's up. I don't know if the off and on bus, I mean, it might be a good idea to do hop off, hop on bus today, the rest of the day today, and kind of see what Sunday holds. So maybe Sunday I'll do Mona, and then Sunday evening I'll take the bus to Launceston. Weather is not too good today, so it would actually be a good day for the art museum here and walking around town a little bit instead of going anywhere, especially since I'm already running late. If I had kind of dashed out immediately, it might have worked, but I need to charge my phone. I can't risk it not being charged, so I'm in trouble a little bit. But let's show you. Look at that view. Is it not wicked? It is absolutely wicked. It's a beautiful view. And look at down the street. I love that. It's cold, but and the road to my Airbnb was super hilly. When I'm gonna turn on this side and I'll show you, and I had my suitcase, but it's a beautiful place. Nonetheless, it was super hilly and I had to pull the suitcase up. So wait, let me turn like this So there's the road I came up. Can you see it? Yeah. So wait. Anyway, that is the road. But you see how these roads are going down? That means if you have to walk up here later, you are going uphill. So now I'm going downhill. If I decided to walk back home, I would be going uphill. So it's kind of like guaranteed sports event, whether you like it or not. So like we say, knack ash. But it's too windy. I'm not going to go on a ferry today. Tomorrow is supposed to be 16 degrees, so I have to figure out if I'm going to do if I'm going to try to do everything on the same day because it's nicer. And this is the Best Western. It's huge. I don't know what the rooms look like inside, but I saw that online. Oh, and I smell coffee. Smell very good coffee. I had one in the airport. It was horrible. It wasn't very good, but I smell good coffee. I don't know how good it will be. So showing you a very grey Hobart today. I'm going to find out what they say at the tourist office. Don't stop, please. I am hungry. Oh, there's the City Explorer. I did not take it today because I don't think it's worth it. I'm actually going to go to the art gallery, but I want to grab something quick from here. I now have a full itinerary completely. I don't know, but I have to figure out quite a number of things and not help myself through activities. It smells like fish. Aha, there's ice cream. What is here? Can you sit inside? I don't know. I don't think so. So there's an ice cream place. I'm getting my lunch from. I'm gonna take it and go to the waterfront. I hope I have somewhere to eat. And we'll see what happens. I might still do the bus. No, the last one was at 3, so I can't do it. And across the road is the museum. Hello, Tasmania. I have like their full-on itinerary. It's scary. I hope I will have time to breathe. But today is my walking around day and doing nothing day. There is a festival going on, so I'm gonna go check it out after the museum, and then walk around a bit before I go in there. So that's literally the plan. Okay, so I got fish. I've been eating salmon at every fish place I find, fish and chips. My second salmon, really good. It's windy. It is so windy. You don't understand. But wait, let me see if I can show you that thing moving. It is so windy. So I gotta show this, fellas, to my nieces. I hope I get to see them live though. Look at this. Look at this. Wow, is that a band? All 10 masked owl there, and the Rufus. Oh, what's the other one? But this one is interesting. That's not the water rat. Eastern coral. You see that? It's weird. And what is this one? 4. The southern brown bandicoot. Okay, I've never seen that one before as well. Oh, I think it's a penguin. 14. I think 14 is a penguin, but a very small one. Maybe the smallest penguin. Aha. Look at these things. They have all sorts of kind of rat-like creatures here. Oh my god, look at that pretty bird. The pheasant. Sehr schön. And Bambi. Bambi's here. And of course the chicken. These are great. Shells are crazy. But how do they get them to be this small? Look at this. Truly small. the other side. Very sunny day. Either way. This would be probably where you could put ferries. Hopefully tomorrow it's better, but let's get it today like this. So I think we're gonna get a beautiful sky. Maybe not as intense because it's cloudy and it hasn't been warm, but you can already see like the warm hues. So I'm just charging my phone and I'm gonna walk back down towards the harbour. I hope my legs will be in the mood. I'm not going to take yeah, I'm going to just go light so I can make it back up and down. But we're getting really some nice hues. That's literally just what I wanted to check. I don't think it will be, although, why do I feel like, yeah, the color is more intense on that side. I think I need to check when the sun sets in Hobart where the color is. Oh, and this thing looks like the battery is not that much anymore. This is actually day 2 because I flew in the morning yesterday to Hobart, and I'm telling you, yesterday was not a joke. It was windy, it was cold, it was grey, it was everything but summer. But I looked at the forecast and it said today was going to be 16, even up to 21 degrees and sunny. And the sun has been bringing out its head, so there's hope. Hence, I have jam-packed the agenda for today with everything that is supposed to be outdoorsy. So Mount Wellington, which is probably much better if you have the whole day to explore it, but I do not have the whole day. So I'm taking a bus right there and I'm going to be at the summit for like 30 minutes and then come back. And then I have the ferry to Mona at 12:15, and then I'm coming back from Mona at 6, after which I'm just going to head back and dump everything and be as light as a feather. And go to, I think, Franklin Square. They are doing the taste of some of the concerts today. So it's 15 euros to get in. The artists from yesterday were, I don't want to say so la la, it was not my geschmack, it was not my taste. So, but they were okay. They were okay, but it was not my taste. But the concept is nice. I guess the only thing that wasn't there was summer. Everyone was there in good spirits. Both the people selling, the people that wanted to eat something. But summer was not there, which I cannot say for today because look at the beautiful sunshine. It is here. Let me show you the city. I gotta push the button though. Let me show you the city. The sun is shining, which is great, but I'm still wearing all the layers because I don't trust it. What I did do is put a dress in for later, but for now I show you the streets. So I'm walking downhill now, but you can imagine that every time I have to go back to the Airbnb, I've got to go uphill. So happy days, right? I've already said it in another video. If I don't get an apple butt, then I don't know what, because it's going downhill now, and every time I have to come up, it's uphill. But anyways, I'm curious how windy it gets on the ferry, but I did look at it, it's quite closed, so I should be fine, and I have my scarf. As you can tell, it's sort of like a major road. I saw a video of a guy and he said, whatever it is you think about cities, take, let's see, so it's me holding up like this, take Hobart and reduce it by 3. It is really small. and everything you want to see is 3 times as far out as anywhere else. So if you're not driving yourself, you're pretty much OYO on your own. You're stuck with the bus tours and everything, but they say a beggar has no choice, no? So we'll keep begging and getting to where we need to go to. I'm gonna go grab a coffee, grab my bottle of water, and then wait for everything to go. So I'm going to Countdown, and there's a coffee place next to Countdown. I'll get a cappuccino there. Oh my god, oh my god, and then the wind starts sneaking up on you. Like, so I better stop complaining because the wind is starting to sneak up again. Please, please, please go away. I do not want any wind. Yeah, that view's better. There you go. Let me show you that. Who's your guy? Now only me while I see a sweet daylight being sunrise. I will never leave your side. Look at that. I dedicate my life to you, my God. I think I'm beautiful. Let me put myself in that. Got to be my G for life. So that is the crane, and all the way down. Oh, look at that. Oh God, it's so much nicer with the sun. I'm gonna go sit where I was sitting yesterday. So much. If the wind would go away, then it would be perfect. But it's better than yesterday. Oh yeah, for you. Because light's coming from here. So if you were gonna take it, yeah, if you shot from that way, probably it might be better.
Now, the rainfall that Hobart receives from the east is considered to be minimal at best, and it's because of this Hobart is considered to be Australia's second driest capital city, second only to Adelaide. Now, St David's Park is just on our left-hand side of the road beyond these lights, up where these trees are up ahead. And running down alongside St David's Park is Salamanca Place, home of Australia's largest outdoor market. The Salamanca markets, and they run every Saturday, rain, hail or shine.
It's really nice.
Oh wow, but we have a bit of the cloud in front of the view. That's interesting.
Yeah, maybe we could walk there and then walk back up
Yeah,
this way.
yeah.
Back in there.
Yeah. To Launceston.
Oh yeah, I'm going there.
Oh really? Okay. I'm heading there and I'll be there 3 nights.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I still have to decide either I fly back then the next day or I do one more night. I fly to Melbourne.
Yeah, I know also where I'm going.
Oh really? Okay,
Yeah.
then I'll be 2 nights in Melbourne and then I fly back to Auckland. Stop number 2, and I almost got that one. I really like it, to be honest. I love that one, but I didn't take it because it's a little bit tight. This was actually the one I saw that I wanted to get. This is the one we went with, and we're going to go find what else is in the market. Vintage print. Oh, hell no. What is here? Yeah, let me just say, this part is still okay because it's covered a bit. So this is a walking track to Cascade Breweries. And it also goes to the foot of Mount Wellington. And I've learned today that there are different ways to actually walk to the foot of the mountain and then do different walks. So if you don't want to take the bus, the hop on hop of bus that doesn't work with your itinerary, this is something you can do. This is along the river, is that what you call it? Yeah, and that is the river that comes down from Mount Wellington. So if you walk along it, you have a good chance of hitting the base and finding other walkways. But we're going to the brewery today, so let's go check that out. Oh, and they're my friends again, the wild chickens with green beak. Still haven't figured out if people eat them. Might ask at the restaurant. They don't look like they have a lot of meat on them. What's that? Do you know which bird is making that? Oh.
That's a cockatoo.
Okay. Which way? Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, they're cockatoos. They're very loud and very noisy.
Oh my god. Food.
Yeah.
I think I'm horrible. I love food so much. Oh, look at that. That's a fan tree, isn't it? Looks like a huge Christmas tree. Wow. So you don't eat seafood?
No.
Huh.
I just don't like it.
No, it's fine. Oh, now I know what I'm smelling. Someone's barbecue. Because I was like, that smell all the way from the brewery is strong.
No, you probably can't.
So that's probably the way if you're going to take a car or something.
Yeah, so that's a very good container. So this is actually the factory where they make it.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow. There you go. $18.24. 1927. That is it. Look at it. Wow. Light's in the wrong position, but it's still good. Cascade Breweries. Post.
Which is like 3 hours out of Victoria. His girlfriend. Oh, so it's Stefan's girlfriend.
See the sunrise over there.
Yeah, so maybe I should try and do that tomorrow.
Beautiful sunrise.
Yeah? Oh, it has a small one. It has a baby.
All the time where I live, but
Where do you live?
northeast Victoria.
To me.
Pretty big.
Uh-oh.
That's a pretty small one.
Uh-oh.
Yes, they're kind of fluffy when they're like babies, right? So that's kind of,
Yeah, and they'll turn.
Okay, time to go back. It was cool, it was nice. Yes, quite a pity I did not go to see any of the other things like the plenty waterfalls here, but I gotta go back. I still have all the way back, and if time permits me, I might actually make a stop at the Cascade Female Factory, do that, and then head back. So let's see how good all of this goes. But I'm quite happy having made it up to here.
Before colonisation. Now, tragically, due to colonisation, Manawina people who lived in this region down into Nipalana, Hobart, did not survive. We do pay our respects and acknowledge their part in our history, but we also acknowledge our Palawa people, the rest of the members of the other nations who did survive today. So we're also standing here in front of our plaque that is dedicated to our 11 World Heritage properties. I'll come up close if you want to. So 11 World Heritage properties we have here in our beautiful nation. Each of these properties all talks about a different aspect of the forced migration of the roughly 165,000 convicts who came out here en masse from the British Empire, which at that period of time was pretty much the entire earth. Each of these sites focus on all the different aspects of what life was like for those men, women and of course children. And we are one of these 11 sites. Now, we used to be one of 12 female factories in Australia to cater to the 26,000 female convicts who came here. Over half of those women came down here to Van Diemen's Land, and we had about 5 to 7 female factories in this state. And we are, of course, one of those sites, and we had over 7,000 women come through this factory alone. And we will be talking about only their history on this site, otherwise it gets a bit confusing. We'll also be talking about why we don't have any buildings, and the most commonly asked question is, why are we called a female factory? We'll be answering all those as we go around. But first we're going to start off at the very beginning when the women arrived here, and that'll be in yard 1. So if you'd like to follow me, we'll make our start.
I hope this video has inspired you on what you can do if you're visiting Hobart and you have some ideas how you can set up your itinerary. Thank you very much for watching. Yours truly, Lisa 81.